Welcome back to another Music Maker guitar video. I wanted to come on today to talk about John McLaughlin and Shakti. I've been transcribing a little bit, and it's a lot of work to learn something like this. It's really like a lot of music to take in. Like, it's really only like 40 seconds or so, but there's just a lot of information in that 40 seconds. So what I wanted to talk about today is actually like a really great writing tool that I kind of discovered hidden in this song, La Danse, I don't know if I'm saying it right, La Danse Du Bonheur, or I don't know if I'm saying it right. Anyways, that said, what it is, it's like a counting number exercise. Think of it like this. You can have, in a measure, a 4/4, 16 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, yeah? So if there's 16 of those in one measure, you take two measures, that makes 32. A little bit of math, yeah. So what John has done in this segment that I don't know if it was John or Shakti who wrote it or if it was a collaborative thing. If anybody knows, please leave a comment and let me know. But here's like the section I want to talk about is this part. It goes, it's a really odd number grouping, and it's just such a cool and hip little phrase. But what it is, it's this. It's 4 plus 3, so 7, plus another 3, 10, another 3 here, 13, 16, 19, then that's 22 here, then play this note twice, then everything once. So we're at 22, here's 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I played 3 there instead of 4, but that's why it gets tricky. I feel it a lot better when I have a groove. Metronome works great. I'm just using a loop pedal today, though. It's really cool because if you put all that together, you'll notice that it's just a sweet, even 2 bars. But because you kind of used some odd pairings of like a 4 and then a 3, which makes 7, and that's odd in itself, and then you add a bunch of 3s. 3s are all odd meter. So like you have all of these funny odd meters. It kind of like gives you this ambiguity in like maybe like where's the beat, where's the pulse, and then finally you hit the end of the second measure and the downbeat lies hits you there. It's just a really cool way to subdivide and play over the bar line, and play something that's maybe a little bit more interesting like than the standard thing that like hits on beat 1 of every bar, which is great, don't get me wrong, that music just feels good. But there's something that feels really good and gratifying about this too, when you can play over that bar line and group things a little bit differently and then still have it really like sit in the groove and feel right. There's something that I hear them doing, not every time when they play that phrase, but this phrase comes up several times in that first 40 seconds. And in one of the times, I hear them actually just playing on the downbeat of the 3 in their 3 grouping. So they're doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's really great, again, the way it sits with the groove. Just a really interesting way to like have that rhythm sit. It's like a very fun syncopation. So what I would encourage anybody who's studying guitar to take from this is that you can come up with your own formula. As long as you just take 32, like, right, you want it to feel like a normal 4/4 groove. So you take 32, that's 2 16s, 2 bars of 16, and start with some odd numbers, you know, like start with like a 4 plus 3 like John did will give you a 7. You do a 4 plus 5 and get a 9 out of your 16. There's just so many different ones that you can do, and I don't know, maybe I'll come up with one of my own for a future video, but I just thought I would come out today and break down that really cool one because it's just such a clever phrase, and it's one of those things I talked about in my last video in my practice routine about what an important thing transcription is, because it's kind of like you're almost taking a lesson with that artist, and I feel like John has like given me this lesson in rhythm writing. So John, thank you. Shakti, thank you, and thank you for this record, because I've been listening to it since I was just a young kid, and it's always been so inspirational. It's been one of those ones that's like on the back burner. Like I always wanted to learn it, but it's like almost sacred. Like not that I mean, clearly I can do it because I just did, but it's like one of those things, like you sometimes enjoy music so much that you want to just continue enjoying it and not like analyze too much. And I've always kind of like tricked myself into like thinking that I shouldn't learn something because then it'll take the magic away from it. And you know, it's the more I figure out some of these things that I love, the more I realize that's just not true. It's just, it can only be educational, and especially if you kind of take the lessons from the record and from the recordings, and not from tabs, you just get so much from it. And like I said, I feel like John and Shakti gave me a lesson, so thank you guys for recording that. I know you've probably heard that millions of times at this point, since it was recorded in 1977 and it's 2020, and they're just such wrecking. The Handful of Beauty record is just such a legendary record. But that said, thank you for making it, and thank you for educating us all. Yeah, like I said, I would encourage anybody who's a guitar student out there to experiment with this writing technique. I don't know, maybe post up a YouTube video, link it in the comments. Anyways, that's all for today. But again, I hope you do enjoy this. Please throw me a like and a subscribe, and if you want to do a more in-depth lesson, please visit me at MusicMakerLessons.com. We can set up a lesson, or you can just get some more in-depth videos over there, and there's a link in the description. I'll see you next time.